Elon Local News.
The men's tennis team made history this weekend. We find out what's next after their CAA championship win.
And today is Earth Day. An eco-friendly farmhouse could bring changes to your Passover table this week.
And how one student is jumping over obstacles that cross his path.
Elon Local News starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Samantha Casamento.
And I'm Brian Ray. We have our Caitlin Rundle live in studio with an update on the men's tennis team. Caitlin?
Victory cheers filled the air this weekend as Elon men's tennis team played in the CAA tournament, first taking on Hofstra, then William & Mary, and finishing off with UNCW. Take a look. What started out in the Jimmy Powell Tennis Facility and then moved to Piedmont Indoor Tennis Center became a historic moment for Elon men's tennis and Elon men's sports. The Phoenix win was the first CAA championship for the men's tennis team, as well as the first CAA championship for any Elon University men's sport. The win came with help from doubles team Felipe Sarasage and Mario Piscini, and Kyle Frankel and Camilo Ponce, as well as singles victories from Sarasage, Frankel, and finally Ponce to clinch.
Feeling really happy. It's been an amazing experience.
Midway into the championship match, play was suspended due to rain, and the remaining matches were moved to an indoor facility in Greensboro. Ponce says that in his car ride to Greensboro, he did everything he could to get his nerves down so they could win their remaining matches.
But just positive things, like just like telling like it's just amazing playing in this crowd. With this crowd, it's a good experience.
The Phoenix came out victorious, upsetting the #1 seeded University of North Carolina at Wilmington and defying odds to come back from a 3-1 lead by the Seahawks. Ponce says that this is an experience he will never forget, and that his CAA championship shirt is going to be a constant reminder of what he can do.
I'm gonna just get happy, I think, motivate me, like that I can do anything I can propose and keep going on.
Caitlin Rundle, Elon Local News. We now have 4 of the men's tennis team players with us in the studio. Seniors Felipe Sarasage, Felipe Osas-Koenig, Taylor Foote, and Mario Piccini. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
So it's been 2 days since you guys won the championship. How are you guys feeling 2 days later?
It's just right now it's a little bit overwhelming. We still don't believe it. We worked very hard for this moment, and it's been 4 years, so we're still trying to believe it.
And with NCAA tournament seedings coming out soon, what are you guys kind of thinking about? What's your mindset going into that?
Well, I think that there's no pressure at all since we won the CAA. That was like a little bit of a bag when I was back. It was like a heavy bag, and now we won it. So then I think that in the NCAA it's just go and play and try to accomplish a big upset.
And you kind of touched on that, but are you guys nervous about playing in the NCAA tournament at all?
No, I think it's a great experience just because it's something we've never done before. You always have an opportunity to play a big-time school with a good program, and it's something that we're looking forward to. We're hungry, and we're looking to really work hard these next couple of weeks, get ready to try to pull off that upset.
So obviously, besides winning the championship, what moment are you guys the most proud about from this past weekend?
I think that one's an obvious one with Camilo Ponce's win. Him coming through for us seniors that are about to leave, and us being able to leave with a title because he was able to come through and be mentally strong is an incredible experience for not only him, but the team and the program as a whole.
So to win the CAA championship as your guys' senior season, how does that feel for you guys? You've been working up to this for 4 years, as you said. How is that feeling for you guys?
Well, it's just a dream come true. We came in as freshmen, and that was our goal since day one. And we went through a lot of heartbreaking moments in the last 4 years. But this year, it was something on the top of our priorities, and it's something that we prioritized more than anything else. So we just believed in ourselves, and our team chemistry was so good that it really paid off at the end.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Congratulations on your win again, and good luck in the NCAA tournament. I know we'll all be rooting for you guys. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Brian and Sam, back to you guys.
Catholics are still processing the blast in Sri Lanka that killed 290 people on Easter. Bombs went off at 3 different churches in the country. According to the registrar's report, over a quarter of Elon students identify as Catholic. Professor Nagalingam Sivayogan, who is from Sri Lanka, says he does not know anyone personally affected by the attacks, but knows people who go to the main church, Kosikodai.
Right here in Burlington is an innovative farmhouse making everyday Earth Day, growing lettuce in a unique and eco-friendly way. And for the first time, the business is now kosher certified, which means food is sold, cooked, and eaten following Jewish law. Our Rachel Ellis got to know your local greens and its mission to go beyond being green.
On Tucker Street in Burlington lives your local Greens.
We're using our Earth's resources properly.
An old warehouse, now a business, all about sustainability.
We use about 10% of the water that a farmer would use.
It's lettuce that grows behind these doors.
We grow about 4 different kinds of greens. We harvest somewhere around 500 pounds of greens a day.
Business owners take pride in their low carbon footprint.
We play Mother Nature. We grow in a clean room environment, which is unheard of.
And proud of a new certification, reaching leafy green eaters keeping kosher.
We've had rabbis come in, they've investigated the product, they've looked at it under light boxes and everything else, and we have 0 pests. So the whole point of kosher when it comes to greens and lettuces is that they cannot have any sort of bug or pest living on the lettuce.
According to OK Kosher, more than 10 types of lettuce at your local Greens is kosher certified.
These plants taste better, they last longer, they're higher in vitamin C, and it's just a better product all the way around.
So if you're keeping kosher this Passover week,
those folks that eat kosher products, they get a product that tastes much better.
Or celebrating Earth Day.
We use water that comes in, and the only way it leaves the building is through the plants themselves, which is kind of an improvement to spraying it on the ground in a field.
Your local Greens owners say you won't be disappointed. Rachel Ellis, Elon Local News.
According to Callaway, the entire growing process takes 35 days from planting the seeds to going out the door for distribution. He says this entire process is kosher certified, and rabbis will continue to monitor the lettuce production.
The pipeline explosion in Durham that killed 1 and injured 25 is sparking debate over a proposed pipeline that could come just 6 miles from Elon's campus. Liam Collins reports.
Way out behind a house in Hall River is a tall, white oak tree.
We estimate it to be somewhere around 290 years old. These trees have a lifespan of 300 to 600 years.
David Naylor has lived in Hall River for over 30 years and celebrates a special connection to this special landmark.
My daughter's a wedding planner. She's had several events here, including her wedding.
But soon it could be gone. A proposed path for the Southgate pipeline would go directly through where Naylor has planted his roots.
We're not only concerned about our land, but what's it going to do to the streams and to the rivers?
The Southgate pipeline is proposed to extend the Mountain Valley pipeline from Virginia over 70 miles from Rockingham and Alamance counties to cross the Hall River nearly a mile from here, only a stone throw away from residential neighborhoods.
The whole river is rock bed, and so it's going to have to be a big blast zone, as we understand it, or a lot of drilling, which uses very harmful chemicals that gets in the groundwater.
But according to documents from Mountain Valley Pipeline, the proposed construction would be 5 to 7 feet deep, far above water wells. But not everyone is taking that at face value.
Give us some options, as opposed to just saying, this is it, and you're going to live with it.
Until then, it's just long rides in a golf cart on golden afternoons. In Hall River, Liam Collins, Elon Local News.
This Saturday, the Haw River Assembly is having a Paddle Against the Pipeline event at the Red Slide Park at 9 a.m.
Elon students are using social media platforms for more than just sharing pictures. Our Carly Thomas has more.
College students are taking their passions and starting their own brands and businesses via social media. Elon Jr. Livy Murray says she started her brand Pretty Vibes Movement because she wanted to inspire others.
A clothing line where I create graphic design, t-shirts, and different products that help promote the sense of positivity and community.
According to a study by Small Business Trends, over 77% of small businesses report using social media to promote their products. Murray says social media has been a helpful tool when it comes to connecting with people and promoting her designs.
Usually if a person has even over 10,000 followers and we reach out to them and we're lucky enough that they respond, it's a huge blessing because we're able to promote our platform and our clothing line to a range of people from different places in the world.
Elon senior Gina DiCamillo started her business called So Vintage Designs, where she reconstructs shirts. She says promoting her business on social media did become difficult when money got involved.
Just the big players who are able to spend money on stuff like that are obviously have an advantage, where I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to be paying, some people like pay for followers, they pay for stuff like that.
Although DiCamillo has learned a lot from starting her own business, she also says part of the fun is being an entrepreneur in college.
It's made the last 3 years really fun, just to be able to sell to my friends, and even just like when I walk around campus, it's so exciting if I see people wearing my shirts.
Carly Thomas, Elon, Local News.
You can find both students' brands on Instagram.
Coming up, I have your Phoenix 5-day forecast right after the break, so stay close. Well, welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday weekend. And now that we are back, we got to look at our upcoming weather. So let's take a look at our Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tonight, we are expecting a clear sky with an average temperature of 56 degrees and a low at just 50. As we move into tomorrow, we're going to see some very clear skies. It's going to be a sunny day indeed with your high there of 84 degrees. So definitely have some lunch outside. Wednesday is going to be partly sunny, partly cloudy, but again, another day of 82 degrees. Thursday, we're going to see some sun in the morning, but clouds rolling in the later afternoon, setting us up for Friday. I know that's not a graphic you want to see right now. Fourth Friday in a row, yes, we are expecting some rain. Again, clouds in the early morning and rain and possible thunderstorms coming in the late afternoon, early evening. Moving into Saturday, though, we are seeing some clear skies, so again, only that one day of rain. But this is your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Back to you in studio.
Tonight marks the fourth night of Passover. More than 500 Elon students identify as Jewish, according to the University Factbook. Elon Hillel held a Passover Seder on Friday night that was open to the public and held at the community church. Elon freshman Ellie Walder says the Seder made her feel at home.
I think that the Seder was amazing. It not only brought the community together, but it also held other home-like traditions, like they had matzo ball soup, and even the students made the matzo balls. I think that, if anything, we needed to broadcast it more to the rest of the community because there were not enough people there at all, and it really was an amazing event.
The dining halls are offering matzah as an option for students. Matzah is a cracker-like bread Jewish people eat during the holiday. Elon Jr. Lexi Steinman says this is her first time following the Passover. Casey Claflin of Aramark said that Elon Dining developed a Passover-friendly menu with assistance from Elon Hillel. Those dishes are on the menu for this week. A special kosher-friendly indicator has been added to the menu board so guests can identify those meal options.
With Passover and Easter falling on the same weekend, many students were celebrating. Our Quinn Corrigan asked students around campus how much they know about the holidays.
Unleavened bread eaten during Passover.
Matzah.
Yeah. How many peeps are made daily in the U.S.? It's a really big number.
Is it over 1 million? 3 million.
500 million.
What?
The idea of the Easter Bunny originated in what country?
Oh man, were there a lot of rabbits? Japan? No, that doesn't make sense. Ireland. That's all I got.
It was Germany. Nice try. What is the name of the unleavened bread eaten during Passover?
Matzah.
How many peeps are made daily?
Daily? I'm going to say 180,000. Am
More.
I close?
It's more. Like way more.
Like 500,000. Millions? 2 million.
More.
6 million?
500 million.
Easter may have ended yesterday, but Passover ends April 27th.
Our Maeve Ashbrook is live in the studio to tell us how to help the earth right from our cell phones. Maeve?
Elon, but around the entire world. The app is called Fill It Forward and revolves around these tags with scanners. They belong on your reusable water bottle, so every time that you fill it up, you can scan it in the app and log how much plastic and water you're saving. To start, Elon has made these specific tags for the university to get connected. Put it on your water bottle by just slapping it on, just like that. After you fill your reusable water bottle, you can use the app by clicking the water droplet to log your scan. Put it right in front, let it recognize the QR code, and there you go. After that, the carbon footprint kit will also show Elon University's carbon footprint as well as the water projects that they are doing around the world. This is a great way to say sustainability here at Elon and around the world. That's all I have for you today. Back to you, Sam and Brian.
Men's tennis was not the only Phoenix team who found success this weekend. After the break, I'll recap what else happened in the world of Phoenix sports. Earlier in the show, you saw the CAA men's tennis champions, but two other Phoenix teams participated in CAA tournaments over the weekend. Women's tennis made it to the semifinals round where they lost to William & Mary 4-3 the previous day, having beaten Drexel 4-1. Congratulations on a great season to the women's tennis team, and we'll see you back here next year. Men's golf also played in the CAA tournament, ending in 4th out of 9 with a final score of 31 over par. Junior William Hardwood ended tied for second with a final score of 2 over par in the tournament. Congratulations to the men's golf team on their season. Last Friday, women's lacrosse traveled to number 9 ranked James Madison University and lost 8-16. They will travel next to William & Mary this Friday, April 26th. Softball and baseball were both away this weekend, softball traveling to Drexel and baseball going to William & Mary. Softball won their series, winning 2 of their 3 games against the Dragons. Key player freshman Megan White added 4 home runs and 10 RBIs. In the past 2 weeks, White has been given the honor of CAA Rookie of the Week, and this week she goes a step further to claim CAA Player of the Week. She becomes the first player on the softball team to receive Player of the Week this season. Baseball swept William & Mary, giving them a 13-2 record, which is the program's best start in its D1 history. The leaders of each game were Cam Devaney, Nick Cece, and Anthony Gallison. Devaney was also named co-CAA Player of the Week for this week, thanks to his stellar performance this weekend. That's all I have for you guys.
Year-long injuries can take a toll on students. One Elon University basketball player knows exactly what it's like. Montana Moore has the story.
Student athletes face injuries, but when it happens during a game in front of tens and thousands of people, it's a different story. Elon women's basketball player Jada Graves knows that all too well.
I had jump stop and I went up, and then when I went up, I just knew something wasn't right. And I literally hollered, was screaming for about a good 5 minutes.
Graves partially tore her ACL while going up for a jump shot during the game. According to the NCAA, about 2,000 student athletes will experience an ACL injury each year, and 90% of them make a full recovery. Graves trainer Hannah Daly says they are more popular among women because of the way their bodies move.
When you land, women tend to have their knees buckle. And when your knees buckle, that's where that ACL gets kind of caught into an injured type position.
This injury might cause a physical setback for Graves, but it's definitely not a mental setback, as she's using her time off the court to improve her basketball IQ.
Now that I got hurt, I literally watch every single day. I see Coach Smith coach, watch film with the team. I literally do everything with the team. I just don't play.
But according to Daly, after Graves' surgery, she wasn't in the best headspace.
Those initial couple days are pretty tough, especially for her. She had the surgery and then got stuck inside because we had all of the snow. And so we really weren't able to get her up and around as much as we would like.
I just miss being felt presence on the court, my energy.
Graves went through a period of time where she didn't want to accept the fact that she was going to be out of the game.
Once we got her up and moving and showed her that everything was going to be okay, she progressed at a really good rate, and her mind space was very positive.
As all student athletes risk getting an injury, recovering from it mentally community is also part of the comeback.
So I feel like once I got engaged with the team more and I was able to be around them, the emotions started to go away and I became more positive.
Now, Graves is slowly getting back into training as she recovers. Montana Moore, Elon Local News.
Graves will be fully recovered by November of this year.
Coming up, I spent some time with one student training for the opportunity of a lifetime. Stay tuned.
You're watching Elon Local News.
For one Elon freshman, sports like soccer and baseball didn't give him the adrenaline kick he wanted, so he turned to a more intense sport. Take a look. It might leave you hanging. For some, American Ninja Warrior may just be an entertaining TV show, but for one Elon student, it's a passion.
Whenever anyone hears Ninja Warrior, if they know it, they think of the TV show. And there's actually a lot more to that.
When class is over, freshman Adam Dubois gets in his car and drives 45 minutes to go to Ninja Gym, where he trains for obstacles. Dubois has been practicing ninja since October 2016, when he decided to build his own obstacle in his backyard to give it a try.
I put it all together, and my first attempt on it, it was miserable. I would just fall down. I could barely get the bar out of the first rung. And I was like, okay, I just spent all this time and money to build this obstacle and I can't even do it. I have to be able to do it.
His ultimate goal is to get on NBC's competitive game show, American Ninja Warrior. He auditioned for this season but didn't make it. But that isn't stopping him from his dream.
Looking back at the other things I do, just to see the progress I made versus, how much better at balance or agility or strength I've gotten. And it's just really cool to be able to think of where I started and where I am now.
Dubois says once he started practicing ninja, he knew it was something he was going to love.
Baseball games, I would never really look forward to. Fencing, going to take a class at the fencing facility, I would dread. But this is the first thing I can remember where I would always be looking forward to going in.
The thing that kept him coming back wasn't the adrenaline rush, but his fellow ninjas.
I found a whole new group of friends that for the first time in my life, I thought, really cared about me and supported me. And it was just, I guess, addicting almost to go to the gym because I loved hanging out with these guys, and ever since, never looked back.
Dubois plans to audition again for the next season of American Ninja Warrior, but for now, he's focused on competing in National Ninja League competitions and wants to start a ninja club on campus to get more students involved.
That is just a crazy story. I mean, how did he even get involved with this?
Yeah, so he told me that he was into fitness, and then he watched the show, I think 3 seasons ago, and then he was like, why not? I'm gonna give it a try, I like fitness, why not?
That's amazing. Well,
I know.
That's all the news we have for you tonight. Thank you for joining us.
For all the news you need to know when we're not on the air, check out our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And follow us on social media at Elon News Network. And pick up a copy of The Pendulum on stands this Wednesday.
Have a great week, Elon.